Zach Sang and the gang.
It's Zach Sang and the gang. We're hanging out in the studio with Reed Alexander. Hello, my friend.
Hey, it is so awesome to be here.
Dude, it is great to have you. I'm looking at your new book right here, Kewl Bites.
Check it out.
I mean, President Bill Clinton's on the freaking cover. That's
so
crazy.
Awesome. So thrilled. He's awesome, President Clinton.
How did you meet him?
You know, I've been working with him for a couple years now, and he's such a great guy. We see each other at big events, and we always chat, and I asked him if he would put a quote right on the front cover and blazon for the world to see, and
That's
he
awesome.
Did indeed. He's really amazing.
That's crazy. Now, question.
Thank you. Yeah.
At what point in your relationship with Bill Clinton do you exchange phone numbers?
We haven't gotten there yet, but I hear he doesn't even use a computer, so I'm not sure if he's like BlackBerry wired just yet.
Oh.
But he does a lot of
saying
handwritten
that
letters.
you're saying, has he written you a handwritten letter?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
He's really great. He's written me a few.
Do you frame those?
Yes, totally.
Where
Before they can crumble to dust.
Where do you
literally have to do it right away?
Where do you hang those?
Well, we have them in our den. I'm moving to New York, so I'm already thinking, what wall do I want the Clinton letters? So when we're apartment hunting, I'm thinking, is this wall big enough for that frame?
That's crazy.
Because it's really exciting. He's a great guy. He's so nice, and he's really down to earth, President Clinton. So it's so cool that, he took the time to write the quote. I was really appreciative, and I'm so thrilled the book is out. We're here in New York. It's nice weather. It's like a perfect recipe.
Yeah.
We're here at the CBS broadcasting
We're hanging
studio
out
on your show.
Dude, you are perfect. You were telling me before that you're a huge news junkie, and we're probably in one of the most iconic news buildings of all time.
100%. I mean, going back to like the days of Walter Cronkite, right?
All here. Our good friend is Charles Osgood, who does CBS Sunday Morning.
Oh, he's a legend.
Maybe I'll send an email. I'll see if he's upstairs.
Do you have a handwritten letter from him?
I don't, but I taught him how to tweet the other day.
It's like poker. You're going to see my President Clinton.
No, I'm going to see your President Clinton. I'm going to raise it with Charles Osgood and his bow ties.
What am I going to do about that?
No, I mean, that's pretty... President Clinton wins. He's big. But no, we are in...
But how cool. You must see all the legends walk down the hall. And they get to see another legend, Zach Sang.
Oh, my God. No,
Totally.
they go, why the hell is this kid defacing radio? Charles Osgood walked in one day, and it looked like a freaking frat house in here. There's people, eating sandwiches on the floor. It was an absolute mess.
The way of the future,
Yeah,
right?
and he goes, the people that listen to your show are only going to know me because I voiced one of the Dr. Seuss movies. And that was it. But people know him. People are not news junkies. But who's your favorite out of everybody?
It's so
You
tough.
can be honest. You can go NBC if you want.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like I have to have some loyalty. Well, I really love, let's see, I think Diane Sawyer on ABC is amazing.
Incredible.
I think Brian Williams is really awesome. I do. And, I'm a huge fan of all the international news anchors.
Me too.
Only if you're a cult follower will you know, CNN International, BBC.
Yes.
Do you watch those?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
I'm obsessed
Richard
with news.
Quest?
Well,
Becky Anderson?
Well, before
Bring it on.
International.
Nick Gowing?
I got into local news.
Yes,
I
local
loved
news in
local
New York
news.
is huge.
Yeah, I see Maurice Dubois all the time.
Joe Scarborough.
Oh my God,
I know,
incredible!
I know.
Sue Simmons.
Oh, I know, right? Where'd she go? What's
She
the
got
story
fired.
Here? What's the story?
Much.
I just landed in New York one day and saw that she wasn't on the
She was
news.
gone. But
It's so disappointing. But
I love all news.
Totally.
Bill, who else? Bill Evans.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
See, that's
Big
great.
CNN fan.
Are you a big CNN fan?
Yeah.
See, I feel like CNN repeats too much for me after a while. It gets a little tiring because I watch for hours.
Yeah.
And I start hearing the same stories.
I know that feeling. It's like, bring me something new.
Exactly.
Where's the latest crisis?
No.
Go.
Sometimes, with the Syria thing, I'm waiting for something new, and they're just kind of milking a dry cow.
With Syria?
I have no clue.
Are we gonna go in?
I should. I have a feeling that's
so?
when I watched CNN last. That's what I heard.
Yeah. It was trending in that direction.
Exactly.
Right.
See, I like this. Nobody can really talk news with me. And I have a weird addiction just to local news. I watch it wherever I go and wherever I travel.
I'm so thrilled because I run into the same obstacle. I always feel like I'm everybody's news channel because they say to me, "What's happening in the world?" When I tell them I love the news.
I saw Maurice Dubois, who used to do mornings on NBC, and now he does nights here at CBS. I saw him at Subway across the street, and I started freaking out. And he goes,
"Cool."
Nobody comes up to me and freaks out like you did. And then it was just creepy from there.
No, it takes a diehard fan.
Exactly. To know their names, to know where they started, it's weird.
It's awesome.
So tell me about the book, because you started really at iCarly. You were Neville.
Yeah, exactly. The evil arch nemesis. Ha ha ha. Muhaha.
And you were just nominated for a Kids' Choice Awards.
I was. It was so much fun.
I feel like that was long overdue.
Thank you. I
Right?
appreciate it. Well, that's very high praise. It was a blast. We had such a great time. Obviously, the show was in the spotlight, and Neville was up for favorite villain, up against Simon Cowell and Julia Roberts. It was a great category.
I mean, that's pretty big.
It was really fun. Yeah, thank you. I was in good company, but I felt like if I had to lose to anyone, I was definitely. I had some some formidable opponents.
Exactly. No problem with Simon Cowell. You can
Right,
take it.
exactly.
But I mean, do people still come up to you on the street and say, "Oh my God, you're
All
Neville"?
the time. It's so much fun. People still love the show, even as, so much of the cast has moved on in different directions, whether it's lifestyle and we're working on other acting stuff. And obviously Ariana's here. She's singing. Jeanette is working on Sam and Cat. Everybody's kind of gone in their own direction. I still think that iCarly is kind of like a pop culture icon, at least for this generation.
Of course.
So many kids grew up with it. And even today we're out on the plaza watching Ariana. We both were at the Today Show. Same day, same time.
That's
it was like
awesome.
meant to be. It was written in the clouds or whatever they say. And it was really cool because so many kids still love iCarly and they were really, really thrilled. As evil as Neville is, but I have had some experiences where 4 or 5-year-olds get really scared. They just hide under the nearest obstacle, the nearest
Really?
obstruction. If there's a rock, they take cover. If there's a chair, they're underneath.
Now, are they surprised to hear that your voice does almost sound
Sound
exactly
like Neville?
Because that was my big thing. Because I
Yeah.
started as a huge iCarly
I
fan
remember
before I started.
that years ago on that orange carpet.
That was,
right?
oh my God, that was like my
At the
first Kids'
Poly
Choice Awards
Pavilion.
ever. Oh, that was like 3 or 4 years
Can you
ago.
believe?
Oh.
Blast from the past.
Oh
Hashtag.
oh my God, I looked like crap.
No.
That was before I was, oh my God, long time ago.
No.
No,
It
but
was fun.
I was super surprised. Like
I
that's the
know.
big thing, that your voice
A
does
lot of people say
sound
that
exactly
to me.
like it.
I know, it's kind of bizarre. I would love to take, accent classes. I speak Spanish, so sometimes I
you?
can really lay it on thick. I can, but I think I'd love to learn French and all that kind of fun stuff.
You
But
are
a lot.
You were super smart.
Thank you.
You're really
I don't
super
know
smart.
about that. Thank you. That's very nice. You think so?
No, I do, because first of all, the idea of to
I'm in
do a
good
book,
company.
Kewl Bites, I mean,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I'm so thrilled. It's based on my site. It's inspired by
Yeah.
KewlBites.com, but it's 100 exclusive recipes. I spent 6 months in the kitchen nonstop cooking all of these up, and essentially it's family-friendly dishes that are way better for you. So food that kids and adults alike are going to crave. A lot of it is inspired by my travels. So you'll find everything from souffle for the tried and true cook down to summer rolls that anybody could whip up, imported all the way from Vietnam, to
Awesome.
my favorite vegetable dumplings, and you have waffles, and you have crispy chicken that's baked, not fried. A lot of good stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, how did the
thank you.
whole idea, erupt for Kewl Bites?
Well, a few years ago, I was really overweight. I wasn't feeling great. I was super sluggish.
Yeah.
Didn't have a lot of energy. I mean, I would come home from school. I guess everyone comes home from school quasi-exhausted.
Yeah.
But I was ultra exhausted. And I looked in the mirror and knew something had to give. I just wasn't happy with what I saw. So I thought, well, maybe I can turn this around. I have a family history of diabetes and heart disease. It was all about improvising. And
Yeah.
obviously, we improvise on our sound stage at Nick on Sunset. But you can improvise behind your stovetop, too. And I'm a major food lover. So I thought, well, I'm going to reinvent a lot of my classic favorite dishes, make them so much healthier, more nutritious, so I can still enjoy them and not feel deprived and kind of veer off track, and simultaneously making exercise way more fun, less of a chore. Eventually, I dropped 15 pounds.
Wow.
I felt a lot better, and I had been blogging to myself, so to speak, throughout this whole process, and now I blog on the site, but initially I was coming up with tips and ideas, and always with a notepad, so I wanted to share everything I learned. I kind of wanted to, quote unquote, spackle up the hole that I had originally encountered, which was that there was nothing out there from a kid's point of view with what I was looking for. So now there is.
I
on
think
Kewl
that's
Bites.
so genius.
Thank
you really
you.
kind of you saw
Thank
an
you.
opportunity not only to improve yourself, but to improve so many others.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I was so thrilled with the response. It's been incredible to see how many kids and families around the world really have tweeted me, and they've sent in emails making the recipes, and they're asking questions. And it's not just kids, it's parents, it's moms, it's PE teachers, it's coaches, it's trainers, it's doctors who are using Kewl Bites. It's a really great resource.
Because I think that was a big thing. You not only wanted to improve, food in the house, but you really want to do it at school too. Because I remember I tweeted about getting they were serving waffles and
oh my
ice cream
gosh,
at
we
my
still
school.
have to renovate
I
that
know.
waffle and ice cream menu. What happened?
You're ready for this?
Yeah.
I get called down to the principal's office
I
one
know
day.
this was crazy.
And my principal goes, someone from iCarly called. They saw your tweet about the food that we serve here. They want to come in and change it. I practically almost got in trouble. But
I'm so sorry.
No, it's
you had
fine.
to take the fall from my desire to renovate the cafeteria.
Well,
menu.
it's true. It needs to be renovated. They're serving, waffles
Well,
and
now
ice
we're
cream.
going to come in with the big guns. We're going to come in with, what should we pick? Pick something from the book that
Something
you want to
go-
see whipped up, and we will just bring it in on camels' backs if we have to.
I mean,
we are totally taking over this school.
Because everything looks so good.
Yeah? Oh, I'm so glad you
everything
like it.
looks
We did
so
this really fun
fantastic.
photo shoot for 2 weeks, and it was so bizarre because then we have this really big team, and they were cooking all the
Yeah.
recipes. But for me, I had just cooked them up for all these months. So when we were at the photo shoot, it was kind of funny because every time I would smell all the different flavors of
Yeah.
the food cooking, it would remind me of exactly where I was and when I made that recipe and how I whipped it up, and probably the 6 times it took, and the
Jeez.
torture of 3 recipes a day. But I had a lot of fun.
How hard is it to make really great food even better looking in a picture?
Well, it's so crazy when it comes to food photography. When you think about taking pictures of regular people,
Yeah.
they naturally come to life because they have personality and they're moving. But food, well, you hope it's not moving. It should just be.
I've been to a few places. The
I'm
Chinese
sure
place
you've
up
seen
the
it
block.
all. It's the Big Apple, right? The Chinese place up the block. I think we've all been to that one.
Oh, terrible.
But the question is, how do you give
Yeah.
food a personality? How do you bring it to life? So that's what it's all about when it comes to food photography, making it burst off the page and making you say, I have to dig into that right now. One day they'll come out with books, maybe like some e-reader book of the future where you can actually smell the food and maybe even taste it. You never know.
That'd be awesome.
Right? But I don't think we're there just yet.
We were talking before. You remind me a lot of, both our friend Lisa Lilly and Hungry Girl.
She's so great.
Because she found a niche, but
Yeah.
more towards women, obviously. It's all pink, it's all purple.
And she has a huge following. I mean, she's
insane.
changed so many people's lives. Lisa, she's really brilliant. And I think what she's done is really inspirational for me. She was one of the first people I shared Kewl Bites with, a special
Really?
VIP preview for Lisa, because I turned to her. Obviously, we know her from the Nickelodeon
Yeah.
family. But through Hungry Girl, what she's done has been so revolutionary. She's not only a hugely best-selling author, but I think she's also, helped a lot of people to be able to do very much what I do, enjoy their favorite foods, but
she's
without the
changed.
guilt.
She's changed lives, and she's made a multi-million-dollar brand upon
Exactly.
it,
She's incredible.
which is insane.
I know. Huge, inspiration for entrepreneurs and for those who are just breaking into marketing and creating a brand. She's
Exactly.
really created a world. She's super talented.
And you did the same thing. You saw a niche, especially when it came to food and healthy eating.
Well, very
And
high
you-
praise.
You
to
took
be
upon it.
considered.
Really,
Thank you.
I think it's an
appreciate
honor to
that,
be
Zach.
compared to
That's
her.
really- It's a huge honor. My gosh, it's a massive privilege because she's someone I really look up to.
Crazy.
And she's done an incredible job. And I think she has some more books in the works right now. So we better get ready to head to the bookstore.
She has a ton of books in the works. You have a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends at the Today Show, too.
Yeah,
Your
they're
friends
great.
with Joy.
Joy Bauer. She's a rock star.
I see her all the time.
Oh, she's so great. The go-to nutritionist. We're actually hanging out together this Saturday. Westchester Mall. Come out and see us.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. A really cool signing.
Now you're doing signings. Are you cooking?
I
when you go to
am. We're
these
going on
places?
this huge tour, 20 cities, 4 months, nationwide. We're back here in New York. We'll be coast to coast. And along the way, we're going to do all of the great TV shows you love. And we're going to stop at Williams-Sonoma's. And we've got Market District up in the Northeast. We've got Whole Foods. We've got so many great places. Barnes & Noble, of course, whether it's a
Wow.
signing or a cooking demo. There will be tasting of the recipes.
Ooh,
I
I'm
think that
stopping
always
by.
brings people out of the woodworks. Everybody's always ready to take a bite of something.
Oh, free food? Oh my God! Is there anything better?
No, absolutely not. They're just a sample in the grocery store. That's like the crown jewel.
Oh, especially if it's good and healthy. I'm so in. And this book is so pretty. It's
I'm so glad
beautiful.
you like it. I'm really, I'm so thrilled that it's hitting shelves today. How awesome to hang out here with you.
Dude,
This is
thank
the
you.
best day. It's a big day. I woke up at 4:30. I don't think I slept at all. I'm trying to remember. Sometimes when you don't sleep, you kind of forget stuff.
I
So
know.
I could have forgotten that I didn't fall asleep. Because
Well,
I
you
probably
might have
didn't
fallen asleep for
fall
like
asleep.
20 minutes.
Maybe.
You never know, but you
Power
forget.
nap.
Exactly.
But it's been a big day. It's been a long time in the works.
Now you got to go buy out books. You got to go and buy them all out.
Exactly. They're on sale now. They're on shelves. You can order them online. We're really, really excited. Pick up this book. I feel like it's great for everybody.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous.
Thank
it's so
you.
nice. The colors are so
I'm
pretty.
so thrilled that you say that. Well,
No.
these are my favorite colors: bright green, dark blue.
It's fantastic. 100 nutritious, delicious, and family-friendly dishes. That
Zach, you're so
rhymes.
awesome.
Oh, it's fantastic. Reed, you're incredible.
Thank you.
What else is in the works for you? What's up
so
next?
much right now. So I'm working on some new shows that are in development.
Really?
Yep. And I'm getting ready, of course, for this huge book tour. I think 2014 is going to be a major year. Coming back on the Today Show ASAP and doing a lot of great work with them. And I am moving to New York. I'm coming to NYU.
That's huge.
I can't believe.
We got to introduce friends. We'll settle you in nicely. I know a lot of people at NYU.
Oh,
You'll be
thank
very
you. I would love
popular.
that. Please hook me
Yeah,
up. I really,
no.
I need to make some great friends. Our mutual friend, Ashley Argota, she's been kind of texting me, showing me the ropes because she went to NYU.
Yeah.
And it seems like a pretty cool place. So I'll be heading
She
up
liked
and
it.
downtown.
and she made some friends, but she
She
also
did.
dormed there. So we'll make you some friends. Don't
Thank
worry.
you. That's what I need. I have a nice commuter group of pals who kind of live off campus. I
Okay.
have about 10 people that I can turn to in a crisis
That's
situation.
not bad. That's not bad. But you want to get not in campus, but the surrounding places where the parties. Are you gonna do those? Are you gonna hit up the parties?
We'll see. I mean, it might take me a couple weeks to kind of, get my bearings, but not past 9 o'clock. I don't know.
Don't go out past 9 o'clock. That's my cutoff.
Aging myself quickly.
Oh my
I
god!
think healthy food gives you energy.
How about a cooking show? Are you gonna work on a cooking show? Have you
Yes,
thought of
that's
that?
one of the things I'm working on, and that would be a huge dream of mine. I have so many great friends over at the Food Network, and actually some of my friends right now are launching some books. Sunny Anderson, she's pretty awesome.
Wow.
She's a big Food Network star. She has her book coming out in a few weeks. So, always cheering them on, and I'd love to do that. I think that would be incredible.
Is that your goal? Do you want to be considered like a Food Network star? Is that it?
Good question. That would be a huge honor. I would love to have a show on the Food Network. It's funny when you ask the question about goal because it makes me think about, when I just started iCarly years ago, I never would think, I'd have a book.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested to see where it goes next. What's the next step? Obviously, I have some projects right now that I can tell you, concretely, this is the next step. But I want to see in 18 months from now, since this took 18 months,
Exactly.
what's going to be the next big surprise. So if it's a Food Network show, that would be awesome. Bring it on.
Now is acting over? Is this
No, I'm working on so much acting right now. There's
Really?
great stuff. Totally. And in addition to that, I'm not only doing acting, but I'm doing lifestyle, and I keep on working with Bill Clinton and with the First Lady and the White House. So I'm kind of, it's fun to stay on a plane a lot. I'm sure you know the same feeling.
Yeah.
30,000 feet, my new mailing address.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. I like to keep it balanced. I love to play roles, but also to play myself. So, this morning on the Today Show, I really got to share some of my favorite stuff, and my role was Reed Alexander.
See, that's awesome. I think the best brand is you. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Especially in terms of this. You're incredible. The book is beautiful.
I appreciate it so much.
Everybody needs to pick it up. Reed Alexander, Kewl Bites.
Check it out. Thank you
Dude,
so much,
thank you so much
Zach.
for hanging
This was
out
a
with us.
blast. Awesome to see you.
You were awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you.